So were you driving the car? So how did it escalate to where we are right now?
This is 93-year-old James Pate, and at this moment, there is no mystery about what he has done, because just minutes earlier, he admitted to his wife in broad daylight.
Hi, I'm Officer Moulton. Just so you know, I got a body cam. What's going on?
As officers secured the quiet street, they would discover Cheryl Pate laying nearby, gravely injured from a violent attack.
So we're out with a female.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Not breathing.
Oh my God.
Can you hear me?
The case from the beginning was never about who was responsible, as when investigators took a closer look, they were met with a motive far more gruesome than they first expected, one that would make them question whether they even knew who James Pate really was.
He was walking back toward the house with in his shirt.
Can I ask why it escalated so quickly?
Always escalated, it seems like.
I have never in my wildest dreams would have predicted this.
She's trying to get that from him.
On September 2nd, 2025, in Pekin, Illinois, the Pekin Police Department received a chilling 911 call. A woman reported that a man was walking around saying he had just killed his wife and that she was lying on the pavement nearby. Within minutes, officers arrived at 1806 South 14th Street, where they found 93-year-old James Pate covered in.
Central. Is that that driveway just north of Hannah?
Yeah, it's a long driveway.
It's the location of the male in question.
What else? Here. Me. Hi,
Yeah,
I'm Officer Moulton. Just so you know, I got a body cam. What's going on?
I just my wife.
What do you mean you just killed your wife? Okay. What happened?
Pekin 125. Where's the complainant? Exactly.
Can you come up here
He's
for me?
there with all of them.
What's your name?
Walking.
James Pate.
Okay. Do you live back
Copy.
here?
Female up and walking.
I live at 114th Street, and I can't think of the name of the.
You live here?
No. The lady that walked down here with me does.
Okay. So who is that lady?
What's your guy?
Is
I can't think clearly.
what do you have over you?
From her.
Okay.
Copy. I did too.
Well, someone.
Roll.
Let's step over here, okay?
I'm that guy. So we're out with a female. Not breathing.
Here, the car is right here. Is he at the car?
I live at Hollywood.
I got a 28.
You live at Hollybrook?
Yes.
Okay.
As officers trying to understand what James Pate had done, medics and additional officers rushed to Cheryl, and what they were about to see would shake the first responders.
Ma'am, can you hear me? Ma'am? Can you hear me?
Oh my God.
Can you hear me? She's agonal breathing. She's like barely.
I need the board, please.
While medics fought to keep Cheryl alive, investigators pressed James for answers, hoping the truth might surface before he left the scene in handcuffs. But one question continued puzzling investigators. What was the motive behind it all?
So, what happened today? Why were you down here?
She's been staying with the lady you talked to here.
Okay.
Their home is there.
Okay, so she's been staying down here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And what's that lady's name? Okay. Can I pat you down real quick and make sure you don't have any... Do you have a knife on you still? Don't touch anything. Do you have a knife on you still?
No, I don't.
Okay. Where's the knife at? Just keep your arms up for me, okay?
I'm not
You got blood all over you? I don't want to get it all over me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What's in this pocket? I'll get it, but what's in there?
I think a phone, I can't remember.
Okay. So were you driving the car?
Yes,
Okay. So you drove down here today?
yes, I was coming to pick her up.
Okay. So how did it escalate to where we are right now?
It's always been escalated, it seems like.
Okay.
Item 5.
But, I mean, what happened here?
You just balls on the chicken. I don't have my body
She
cam.
started yelling at me and we were arguing.
Item 5,
She tried to scratch me, I guess, I don't know.
Okay.
I just lost.
Okay, and what happened after that?
26. 26.
Okay.
But I have in the
And
car.
is this lane?
Okay.
What do you verify? Is this ours or county?
As officers questioned James, they tried to reconstruct the timeline behind the disaster, and instead of denying it, James started revealing the truth himself.
I wasn't sure about that house.
So you came to pick her up today.
Yes, we were going to fifth gear.
Is anybody still at the PD and coming out here? Can you bring some crime scene logs?
So you guys got into an argument as you were leaving, and she tried to scratch you.
Well, yes,
I didn't know. I'll be helpful.
She didn't scratch you.
she tried to.
I didn't know.
Okay.
I held her arms.
Okay. And then you grabbed the knife that was in the car,
I did.
and you cut her.
I hit her first, then I got to the knife.
Okay. Can I ask why it escalated so quickly? Like,
It's been going on now for longer than I can remember.
The knife in question, it sounds like we don't know.
he does not have it on him.
Okay.
Having him down there, stepping on him.
Item 124. Come here, fine.
Here's what we're gonna do, James.
Go ahead.
Let's walk up to one of these
I
cars.
didn't realize you were
We're gonna
selling
have to
one
go
thing
somewhere.
South 14th County going to 1130 code, but you can call.
Here's his wallet,
Yeah.
if you want it.
Yes. Let's.
Here, let's step over here for a minute, okay?
With James now separated from the scene and in police custody, the officers' focus shifted entirely, keeping Cheryl alive and getting her to the hospital as quickly as possible.
Okay, watch the side. Go up. Alright, hold on.
Alright, someone take it ready to take my bag and CPR. You're going? Where are we going?
Okay, Fran.
I got you. Alright.
They're going to SF. I'm following them for now.
Cheryl was now in the ambulance, being rushed to St. Francis Medical Center in an effort to stabilize her condition. A journey of roughly 10 to 11 miles, taking about 15 minutes. But saving her life would soon prove far more difficult than medics had hoped. Meanwhile, as Cheryl was transported to the hospital, officers at the scene were already establishing a timeline of what had happened. According to James Pate, he had arrived in his red 2025 Toyota to pick Cheryl up from a friend's home, where she had primarily been staying, only occasionally spending nights at his apartment. But as they began to leave, James claimed the two got into an argument. He said Cheryl tried to scratch him, and in that moment, he reacted by grabbing a knife from inside the vehicle before stabbing her multiple times in the throat. And as the investigation deepened, another question emerged. How did the friend know Cheryl had been stabbed, and was she connected to what had happened in any way? As the investigation deepens, Cheryl's friend would reveal further secrets, painting an even darker picture of reality behind closed doors.
You know him?
Yeah, I know Jim.
What's
They're
his
friends.
name?
Jim. Jim Pate.
Okay, is he married to her? Let's step
Yes,
over
they're
here.
in the process of a divorce. And she, oh my
And they.
God, she's out crying.
That's okay.
Okay.
I can.
Yep.
So they came. I'll just ask you.
I didn't know you were selling one thing South 14th County.
All right.
Okay. You were here,
Yeah, it's back down.
and they came over this morning.
She's staying with me. She's been here for a week.
I see. Okay.
I can
She
take that
came over
call.
this morning They were going down to the bank to settle some finance in pursuit of the divorce.
So was he expecting us to come over this
Yes,
morning?
absolutely.
Okay.
And she honked. I was on the deck with her. She said, "I'll see you after the thing." Okay. And so I thought everything was fine. I was just going to take my dog for a walk.
Is this a red Toyota here?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's still running, and it's going to be a thing.
I can do it more.
Her vehicle's the one behind it.
Yeah.
Did you speak to him at all?
Yes, he was walking back towards our house with a black shirt, and I didn't see Sherry then, but I said, "Jim, what's happened?" And he said, "I just I couldn't take it anymore."
Was anybody with you when he said that, or?
No,
Okay.
my dog. He doesn't speak.
Okay. Got you. And that's your car behind her now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You see things on TV, but it's not like when you're really here. I have never in my wildest dreams would have predicted this. I've heard their phone calls. They've been very civil. I don't know what happened.
With Cheryl's friend giving her account of what had happened, any suspicion of her being tied to the killing quickly faded. But what she did reveal began to paint a deeper picture. She explained that James and Cheryl had been going through a divorce and were on their way to the bank to separate their finances, a detail that now pointed investigators toward a possible motive. Could the dispute over money have pushed James to the edge? What detectives would uncover next would reveal even more about the moments leading to the violence.
Do you know, was she still in the car? Or was she
No,
out?
she was out when I pulled up. I saw him first coming down, and then when I pulled up behind her, thinking I could do something, and that's when I saw Sherry leaning out of the halfway in and halfway out.
Halfway in the car?
Mm-hmm. No, just her foot was in the.
Just her foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Was it at this vehicle? Or was it
No,
towards
he
the
was
back?
walking back towards our house. Our house is down there, another quarter mile from.
Okay. About how far past these cars do you think he made it before you encountered him?
I could see his car clearly, so, maybe 20 steps?
Okay, so not super far past.
No.
With Cheryl's friend providing her account, officers at the scene shifted their focus to securing James and preparing to take him to the station to collect his clothing as evidence. But before that could happen, they still needed to locate the weapon used in the attack. And because James had been cooperative with officers from the beginning, they decided to ask him directly.
They're gonna let him go, so let's just step over here to the license plate real quick while they get this ambulance out of here, okay?
Zim said he can pull down once they move.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I trust Officer Nelton, who patted you down before, but this is Detective McKinley. I'm gonna have him just make sure you don't have that knife on you right now, okay? Do you have anything on you that could hurt me or poke your anything like that?
Where did you last see that knife?
It was in the car.
In the car.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the car down there? If you're okay with it, will you go with him to the PD, and then I was gonna just start on the scene.
If you fist down here, stay with all. You have a seat.
That's her. You might put your butt down first and then kind of slide in.
As the chaos at the scene slowly began to settle, James now sat inside a police car, separated from everything that had just happened. On the other side of the crime scene, an officer approached one more witness, hoping this final conversation might shed light on the truth and reveal whether anyone else was connected to the violence.
Go to the bank and separate the money.
Yeah, so Jim came, they're going through divorce. Jim came here to get Sherry to go to the bank to split up their assets. Okay. And everything's fine. You didn't hear any arguing here?
No, I didn't. All I see inside, I didn't come out.
True, okay, yeah.
So they never went in the house?
Jim never went in. Sherry came out.
Yeah.
He honked, she got in, and they left. Okay. So, you mind if we look around,
Yeah.
like where she was standing? Where is she waiting for him at?
On the back deck.
Okay.
So then how did your wife stumble upon them up there?
You took them out, you stayed at James Field and take a walk.
Oh, okay, so she just came across them?
Yeah.
Sorry, we'll put the fire here. Okay, so she came out, he honks, she comes out.
No, she's on the back deck.
She's on the back deck. Okay. Okay. Well, it sounds like whatever happened in the car or at some point. Okay.
Well, thanks for letting us walk.
We might be back down to talk to you.
I'll
more.
be there. I know
Okay.
where they were.
All right.
Probably some detectives to come and talk to you, maybe. Okay. All right. Thanks, Bob.
With officers finding little new information at the scene, a quiet uncertainty began to settle over the investigation. So they stepped back, regrouping to determine their next course of action, what still needed to be done, and where the case would go from here.
Is he in custody?
He is in the car and he's going to the station.
Okay. Who? All right. He needs to be in custody. So I'll give you a quick rundown. I talked to the lady. So suspect is husband, victim is wife. They're going through a divorce. They know these people. Lives at this house. Victim has been living for a week because of this divorce. Prearranged. Husband suspect was coming this morning to pick up victim, and they're going to the bank to take care of financials pursuant to the divorce. He arrives, he honks, victim comes out, gets in the car, and they leave. Doesn't think anything of it, like they're going to the bank. Gets a dog, taking the dog for a walk, comes down her lane, and finds him coming back covered in blood. So I couldn't take it anymore, I just
Called 911, and the suspect is also admitted to smelting psoriasis because things have been escalating.
Yeah, he's
Contact person on scene.
94, he's super cooperative, he's been triple checked for weapons. We're just gonna, while he's cool, we're gonna take him to headquarters, collect photographs. He's in custody. Pictures of him, all of his clothes. Yep. At this moment, I think he's still alive. He's not pronounced. I've got a crime scene back here with the car, and then I need to talk with Butler because I don't know if it happened in the car or outside of the car. I don't know where the knife is yet.
With lead investigators now fully briefed on what had happened, they began planning their next course of action. James Pate would be taken to the station, photographed, processed, and formally dealt with there. Back at the scene, officers shifted their focus to the vehicle, preparing to have it towed away for further forensic testing. But for Cheryl, her condition was still unknown, and lingering over everything was a single, unanswered question. Was she still alive? As James Pate was taken from the scene to the station, he appeared unusually calm, far too still for someone who had just committed such a violent act.
And you just sit tight. Officer Zimmerman's going to take you down to the police department, and I'll meet you there, okay?
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Mr. Page, just so you know, everything in here is being recorded, I have to tell you.
Okay.
Meanwhile, James was being escorted into an interview room where officers prepared to photograph him and begin the formal process. Back at the scene, investigators carefully documented everything exactly as it had been left behind, and even without words, it was clear the violence that had unfolded there was far beyond an ordinary domestic dispute. As officers finished documenting the scene, a tow truck eventually arrived to remove the vehicle, slowly clearing what remained. With the scene now secured, the investigation's focus shifted away from the scene and back to James Pate, waiting inside the station where he would get questioned.
Can I have a little spread here? Okay, James.
Thank you.
Obviously, because we're at the police department and you're in custody, I have to read you your Miranda warning, okay? If you need anything during this, just let me know, okay? But just kind of be patient with me. But I'm going to try to get this done as quick as possible, okay? Get you changed.
Yeah,
Do you know where the knife went?
I think I threw it.
Okay, do you think you threw it in the tree line, or where did you throw it at?
I just remember
Throwing it? Okay. And then did you drink a bottle of water that would have been outside of the car? Was there a bottle of water in the car that you would have thrown outside of the car? We don't know if it's just trash or if it was something that you left there.
I had a bottle of water in there.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. The officer that's out there was asking me, because we just want to make sure that we know everything that's out there. We want to make sure we know where it came from, okay? I'm going to get you some clothes, and then I'm going to have a male officer help get you changed, okay?
Okay.
At this point, James was briefly questioned about what had happened at the scene, as detectives focused on one critical detail still missing: the weapon. Despite searching the area, officers had not yet been able to locate it, but what would happen next would shift the entire direction of the case. A phone call soon reached investigators at the station, confirming that Cheryl had succumbed to her injuries at 11:10 a.m. Doctors would later document in the autopsy that she suffered multiple force wounds to the neck, including damage to the left carotid artery, along with defensive wounds on her arms and hands, evidence that she had tried to protect herself. With this new information, investigators began thinking strategically about their next steps. Before formally photographing James Pate at the station, they made the decision to send officers back to his residence, searching for anything that might raise further concern or reveal more about what had happened. Because even with a confession, the investigation was far from over.
Don't you fucking move. Hey, fucking prick, you can't say shit to me. Listen. Fucking shut the fuck up.
Now, imagine seeing so much more. Well, that's why we went all out and decided to create channels in every niche, which are still based on true crime for you to enjoy. I mean, who doesn't like seeing people's reactions like these?
I'll spit on you. Oh my god.
Hey, Jesus. From no commentary to just interrogation, because I know some of you guys hate that. But that's not the end. We really enjoy what we are building, so we have an exclusive Patreon community where they get first-hand access to anything we post and all uncensored footage and images. And some of the things are truly horrifying.
I'm gonna do like just a quick walkthrough. My switches will be there here. Okay. There's his phone. Yep.
Be out the sheriff's office. Same thing.
There was an envelope in his bedroom that was sitting next to his bed.
Are those pee pads?
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
It actually smells a lot like Sophia's garbage.
Oh.
Not moving blanket.
Got it from there. Got that corner report.
While investigators searched James Pate's residence, they found little that could immediately shed new light on the case. But one detail stood out. When James had been arrested, He did not appear to have a cell phone with him. That same phone would soon be located inside his apartment, raising the possibility that it might contain answers investigators had yet to uncover. Even then, there was little certainty that anything inside the device would truly change the direction of the case. However, back at the station, officers were preparing to begin the formal process, starting with photographing James Pate.
Sorry, it's going to be a lot of pictures, okay? I'm going to do all the pictures that I can with you sitting down before I stand you up, okay?
Okay.
So I'm just going to go face and work my way down, and then we'll stand you up and turn you around and do the same thing.
Okay.
Okay? Are you still feeling okay? Despite everything?
Yeah, I'm not thinking too clearly.
Okay. Great. All right, can you look this way for me? James, now can you look this way for me? Just want to make sure I get pictures of all the, you've got a couple scratches on your face. So just like that, okay? Okay. Red. Was it like a utility knife, like a folding knife, or was it like a steak knife, or like a box cutter knife?
No, it was just a. You had to open
Okay. And when you threw it, because you're kind of right down by that lake. Do you know if you threw it into the lake or if you threw it into the trees? And if you don't know, just let me know. If you don't know, just tell me that.
I threw it not toward the lake.
Okay.
The other way.
Okay.
As officers photographed James, the formal processing quietly continued. He was given a new set of clothing to wear, while the garments he had on at the time of the incident were carefully collected as evidence, every detail preserved, as investigators prepared for what would come next.
You can have a seat. You can sit down.
Oh, okay.
James was formally charged with first-degree murder on the same day Cheryl lost her life. He was taken into custody and transported to the Tazewell County Jail, where the case would move into the legal system, a process that could take months or even years before a final outcome is decided. As of now, there is no further information on his sentencing.